All right, take two. Having internet issues today. Good morning, everybody. Welcome. It is a new moon today, so I wanted to get on here briefly and just go over the forecast that I have posted. I hope everyone's doing well on this happy Friday. But we do have a new moon in Gemini today, May 22nd at 1:39 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. So in about 4 minutes on the West Coast. So wherever you are in the world, in a few more minutes, the moon shifts and it goes from a dark moon into a new moon. And we can all breathe a sigh of relief in some ways. I know this has been a rough couple of weeks for a great many of us. Our psyche, the energies around us. I know for myself, being here in Arizona, working on my house, I've had bouts of, maybe buyer's remorse in some way because I have so much work to do at the house. But I know the last 2 weeks have been hard on a lot of people emotionally, and even myself. I've had those bouts where I've cried going, oh my God, what have I done? I'm having buyer's remorse. Now that once I went to Sedona, my energy just shifted. So before I get into the full moon or the new moon forecast, I do want to share something with you. Excuse me. If you ever get a chance, this is called Purely Sedona. It's water from the Sedona Springs. I'm not saying this because it's from Sedona, but I have never tasted water more delicious in my entire life. So if you ever get the chance, if you're ever in a grocery store and you see this water, grab a bottle. It's absolutely delicious. It comes from the springs of Sedona. Maybe there's a little bit of magic in it for everybody. Good morning, Leslie. Good morning, Gail. I hope you ladies are doing well. Blessed new moon. It is in Gemini. And we also have this new dragon energy in Gemini. So this is a very powerful new moon. Yes, Leslie, the last 2 weeks have been horrible for a great many of us. It's just the energy has just been ugh. And I'm hoping these next 2 weeks will be better. Once the energy moves into Gemini, we become a little more. It might be hard for some of us to quarantine because of this energy, because Gemini is very outgoing, and the twins, they want to communicate, they want to talk, they want to get out there and mingle with the people. So this energy is a little tough, but it is a little bit better than it was. And especially with the state of the world. I mean, even myself being here in Arizona, someone said to me, shame on you for leaving and you're not following orders and you're not self-quarantined. Well, yeah, I still am self-quarantining myself in my other house, and I'm working on it, painting, doing this, doing that. So I'm still self-quarantined. I'm actually in a hotel right now. I haven't gone to any restaurants and had sit-down dinners or meals. Even though Arizona has opened up, I don't feel comfortable doing that. I did go out to one restaurant 2 nights ago. I sat on the patio, and if you're ever in Prescott, Arizona, there's an Italian restaurant called Lemoncella. Oh, mamma mia, what delicious food. I mean, that guy makes better pizza than my mother. Shh, can't tell her that. Back to the forecast. This energy is going to be all about self-expression, publishing, writing, communication, and projects relating to communicating, like broadcasting, podcasting, blogging, things like that. Taking up any kind of new study is always blessed under these stars, and with all of us being in quarantine, whatever part of the world we're from, you can still take classes online. I'm taking a ton of classes this summer, all online. It's a beautiful thing. Modern technology is a beautiful thing. Thank God we have the internet. Now, if the power grid goes out, we're all screwed. Okay. But what else can I say? Photography, writing a book. So if any of you out there were planning on writing a book, this is your window. This is the green light to get the ball rolling on that. And basically taking up any kind of new study, even learning photography, this photography, Gemini rules photography, foreign language, and any kind of intellectual pursuits are all blessed under these stars. It's also about catching up with family, siblings, friends, and neighbors, even if it's through virtual methods. I know a lot of people out there are suffering from not being able to have human touch. There's a lot of people that vibrate on a very high level that need that human touch, and it's especially if they're living alone. It is very hard when you live in solitude to be dealing with this energy in some way, but you'll get through it. We will get through it. Now, this energy also represents short trips. It represents the postal service. It represents social media, negotiations, and if you're looking into buying a new car or new cell phone, these next 2 weeks are perfect. 5 years ago, when the moon went new in Gemini, I bought a used car. That car is still kicking, and it's like 22 years old. It's a beat up old BMW. Last car made in Germany, so it's like my big German tank, and it's still going, and there's a part of me that can't part with it. I bought it in good stars because I knew it would serve its purpose for many, many years to come if you buy in the right stars. Now, we do have several planets that are in retrograde. Pluto, Saturn, Venus, and Jupiter. With this energy, it will make the new moon energy feel burdensome for some. I know there are some of you out there who have a lot more responsibility than others, especially with the quarantine, myself included. Luckily, I was able to come here and do my work and leave my 2 daughters to tend to my mother. And I don't know who's watching who, but it's one of those things. You know, you just got to do what you got to do. Now, these energies that are with us with the retrogrades, they're here for the next several months. So you're going to have to make the most of it, okay? Now that Venus has gone retrograde, this is not the time to get married. This is not the time to propose. And this is really not the time to start a new relationship with someone. Unfortunately, the old come back in this phase, so there will be old lovers that may come into your life at this time. If those memories are great, fine, reminisce, carry on. But if those were negative memories, cut them loose. What else can I say? Maybe if I put my glasses on, I could read better. With all of these retrogrades going into effect too, it's creating... Hold on. With all these energies going around, it's going to create, things are set in place to teach us life lessons during these retrogrades and reflect on the past so that we can do better in the future. Sometimes life lessons are hard, but they are much needed. For my magical folk out there, all of my people in the metaphysical realm, the magical folk, the new moon in Gemini, I don't have to tell any of you broom sisters out there and broom brothers that this is all rituals for better communication, moving, relocating, writing, traveling, and all forms of better public relations are all blessed under these stars. Ailments. Now, if you're going to do spells to heal someone or to heal yourself, ailments of the arms, hands, shoulders, lungs, and the respiratory system are all blessed under this energy. I know a lot of witches are doing a big circle tonight, and obviously I'm not going to be a part of that because I'm not in town, but a healing spell for the COVID-19. This is the perfect energy to erect that, to raise that vibration of energy, because Gemini, this is a new, fresh, new moon in Gemini, and unfortunately the COVID-19, we're in a dragon Dragon head in Gemini. So respiratory issues are going to be common, and we're going to be dealing with this for the next 18 months. This isn't going to go away. Good morning, Pam. How are you, love? This energy isn't going to go away. It's here for the next 18 months. We're going to have a second wave. And if we don't take precautions, we're going to go to a third and a fourth wave. More deaths are going to happen, unfortunately. I'm not trying to be the bearer of bad news. I'm being a realist, and I'm looking into the future at what I see. Some people were complaining about being in quarantine. And I think what you really have to sit back and do is realize that there's a lesson to be learned in all of this. I mean, nature is doing so much better with us humans being locked in quarantine. I was reading an article yesterday about some of the dolphins. I don't know where this was. I don't know if this was in Italy or in Florida. But, dolphins, they're very connected to humans in a lot of ways. And dolphins are not doing well with us humans being in quarantine. Reading an article about them bringing gifts ashore to their humans. How do I put this? That's a sign, that's an omen that we as humans need to work in accordance with nature and be one with nature. If we're in accordance with nature, then we as humans can vibrate on that level of equality. I don't know if that makes any sense, but if we stay in tune with nature, we will do better. But the quarantine isn't over. The coronavirus isn't over. There's more to come. And it will affect the United States very much. So this isn't over yet for any of us here in the United States. I don't know what to say. I mean, here in Arizona, it's a little different. There's a lot of people that refuse to wear their masks. It's very political here in some ways. Not in all ways. There's not all ignorant people here, but a vast majority of them are ignorant. And sometimes your ignorance is going to be what kills you. Okay. All right. On to your 2-week forecast by house and sign. Here we go. Aries. For Aries, your siblings will be in contact with you and happy news arrives via phone, mail, or the internet. Planning short trips and learning new intellectual pursuits will all be blessed under these stars. So Aries, get out there and make it happen. Taurus. Positive news, Taurus, with business endeavors and finance. Any of you Tauruses out there who have had some money problems, finances should improve now. So if you're a Taurus, which I believe Miss Leslie is, your finances, honey, are going to get better in the next 2 weeks. I didn't mean to make you hungry with my limoncello story. That's the best damn pizza I've ever had in my life. Shh, don't tell my mom. Gemini. Now, Gemini, this moon is right on you. So the next 2 weeks are going to be very positive in nature, and you're very lucky right now. So Gemini, get out there, make it happen. The energy is right on you, and it's in a positive state. So make it happen. Cancer. Now, Cancer, your dreams, Cancer, are going to be very prophetic in many ways. You need to listen to them. Secrets are going to come to light right now, but you must keep silent. So for Cancers, you might come across a secret. Don't reveal it now. Save it for later. Put it back there in the back of the mind. Save it for later. But listen to your dreams if you can. Listen to those dreams, Cancer, because they're going to be very powerful. Now, Leo, great news is ahead, Leo, with friends, social gatherings, and even your wishes may come true at this time. So stay positive, Leo. Good things are getting ready to happen. Virgo. Now, Virgo, your career is going to get a boost, and there's going to be many opportunities ahead for you, dear Virgo. If you feel the urge to write, please do so, because out of all the zodiac sign, you and Gemini are the natural born writers and communicators of the zodiac. Your planet is ruled by Mercury. So you've got to get out there and start. If you're thinking of writing a book, Virgo, oh gee, do it now. The stars, the stars are blessing you right now, Virgo. So get out there. And yes, dear Pam, I know I'm the same way. I'm getting better now that I'm learning how to do some more meditation. I'm starting to remember some of my dreams, but there's still those blockages for me. And I think people who have a overactive mind, I know I do, I can only speak for myself, have a hard time going into that dream state. This is something I actually learned when I was in Sedona from a lady I was talking to. Pam, if you ever go to Sedona, you're going to go broke, because here in Chino Valley, every corner is a gun store. In Sedona, every corner is a crystal store. I thought of you every time I walk by one, going, oh my God. Yeah, it's a very magical place. And I don't remember my dreams all the time either. I mean, there's times I wake up and I know I've had a doozy of a dream because of the mood I'm in. It's either a bad mood or a good mood. And it's like, why can't I remember my dreams? It's something I'm working on. This is like my personal thing I'm working on for 2020, is trying to work on remembering most of my dreams, or journaling, keeping a dream journal. It's harder than it sounds, really, because, sometimes I just can't remember. Yes, Pam, you would be broke if you went there. I would thought of you the whole time. I was like, I went in one store, out another, in one store, out another. And then Nick goes, I have to pull over. And he pulled over right near an Indian market. And I'm going, what the hell is he doing? Why would you pull over next to an Indian market? You know I'm lethal. And I dropped about $100 there. And I mean, I supported the Native American economy of Sedona yesterday, or the day before. But I got some beautiful goodies. Some I might share on here. I haven't decided yet, because I do have a little something for you, Pam. So I don't want to blow that and show it to everybody. I might wait till I get back to do that, to do my show and tell. On to Libra. Libra, your career, Libra. Positive news with higher learning, new studies, and planning trips. Foreigners will touch your life personally. So, Libra, if you have your own business, you may be dealing with more foreigners at this time. You might want to take on an education of higher learning, whether that's academics or metaphysical. Either way, it's going to be a good time for you to look into higher knowledge. Scorpio, now issues with joint finances, legacy, and even other people's money, that's going to be the focus for the next 2 weeks. Positive thing with Scorpio is that intimacy and sexuality will be heightened at this time, so right on, Scorpio. Sagittarius, a new beginning with a partnership, either personal or domestic, or in the realm of your business life, is getting ready to take place. So this is affecting your 7th house, Sag. So there's a possibility that you may take a relationship to the next level and maybe move in together. Please do not propose until Venus goes direct. No proposing. You can take things to the next level and move in together, plan your life together a little bit, but do not commit to any marriage or make any marital plans until Venus has gone direct, okay? Because the marriage will break up. The marriage will not work. Just one of those things. Also with Sag, it could turn into a business deal, and there could be some good opportunities in the realm of business. Capricorn. Now, good opportunities are ahead, Capricorn, with work and employment. This is cruising your 6th house of health and service to the world. So your health does get better too. I am a Capricorn, so my business life is doing very well. I always worry about my health every now and then, but when you dwell and think negative on things, then the negative happens. So I always try and have a positive outlook on things. And so for any Capricorn out there that has had some health issues, this is the new moon to do something about it, make it happen. You are going to feel better now, and you're going to try and make those changes to better your health in life. Aquarius. Now, children will make you happy, and love and romance will improve. Also, your creativity is going to be unstoppable, Aquarius. So make it happen. If you do have children, your children will bring you joy and even give you a touch of luck in some way. And that's a very beautiful thing. All right, let me have a little sip of water before I carry on. Now, changes are coming for Pisces on the home front. Change of address, a relocation, a buying and selling of a home, dealing with real estate, and even a new car might be on the forecast for a lot of Pisces. So this is a good time the next 2 weeks to purchase cars, purchase wheels, purchase computers, anything dealing with communication. Cell phones are blessed under these stars. I'm actually thinking of getting myself a car. I would have to do it within the next 2 weeks. Yeah, Leslie, it's hard. A lot of people can't remember their dreams. And, we're not the only ones. I've noticed if I can remember to do this when I first wake up. Sometimes I wake up and I got, usually I have a cat bugging me to feed him, or I'm woken up by the cats or the kids. But I try to keep a little journal next to my bedside, and when I first wake up, document. That isn't always the case, though. Sometimes I have to wake up and do stuff and I forget, and that happens too. But a lot of people have told me that dream journals really, really work. I'm noticing that the more I work on meditation, the better my dreams of remembering my dreams are. When I was in Sedona, I kind of had an incredible meditation thing going on for myself, and it kind of, I won't say it, my third eye has already been open, but it kind of what's the word I'm looking for, it elevated the energy there, elevated me to higher consciousness in some way. I think it's just the energy that's there. Any of you out there who are energy sensitive, I know Pam is. Leslie, you're a broom sister as well. You may very well be energy sensitive too, especially because you're a Taurus, you're an earth sign. Earth signs can feel that energy, especially being in Sedona with all those red rocks. But water signs are very energy sensitive as well. Probably the most of the entire zodiac. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio are the most energy sensitive. It's hard to remember your dreams, but meditating will kind of get you on track. Meditating is like, I think of meditation as this: we go to the gym and we exercise our body, but we always forget to exercise our mind, and that's what meditation does. It exercises the mind. Some of the greatest spells that I have conjured up have gone through 2 weeks prior to doing the spell of heavy meditation. So it is very important for all of us, myself included. I got to take my own advice here and take time out to meditate for yourself, because along with the physical, we need the mental. Yes. Oh, I know. Yeah. You would do quite well in Sedona as well. It's just, and I have to say, when I first got there, I took that hike I got to the top, and I actually broke down crying. Don't know why. It's a beautiful day. I was in a great mood. It was just the emotion, the energy, it was heavy for me. Absolutely. Reawakening your healing arts. Absolutely. You are an incredible healer. You've worked on me many times. Um, Sedona is definitely a place to really get your head on straight if you are a metaphysician. I don't care whether you're a shaman, a witch, a healer. That place is freaking magical. Magical. Absolutely crazy and intense energy there. I've never experienced anything like it. I have I want to live there now. It's very expensive to live there, so I'm dreaming. But you know what? Dreams can come true. So anyway, the next few weeks are going to be positive energy for the most part. It's new starts, it's new beginnings, it's new ideas, it's taking classes, it's tweeting, it's short trips, making new friends. Even if that is through the internet, we will make new friends. It's better communication. And the stars are blessing all of us right now for the opportunity, like I said, to purchase new wheels, cell phones, and all forms of communication are going to be blessed under these stars. So have a wonderful week, everybody. The next 2 weeks should be good. I mean, there are going to be bad things that happen in the news. In fact, we have a days of caution coming up. I'm trying to sit here and think on the top of my head. I'm going to go with the 24th, the 25th, and the 26th of this month. We go into a moonic phase, and I'm doing this all at the top of my head. My ephemeris is at home. The moon calendar is at home. I think the moon moves into Cancer in a few days. So when that happens, we go into this moonic phase where the energy is about family and relocation. So just because we're in a new moon doesn't mean bad things do happen even in a new moon, especially with this energy of a dragon head in Gemini and the tail in Sagittarius. If you look at the news, you can see that the energies are here because look what's happened. I said in one of my broadcasts that the dragon tail in Sagittarius is going to, the indigenous people are going to take a hit, and you can see what's happening. I posted something about the governor of South Dakota. COVID-19 is running rampant through these reservations, and I have a connection to the Cheyenne River one. I've done many interviews for the youth program through the director of the Cheyenne River. Cheyenne River and Pine Ridge are the two reservations that are shut down right now. They're battling the government, but I don't think the American government realizes that when you're on those reservations, you're on sovereign native tribal land, and the laws are different. But our Native American brothers are taking a hit, and it's going to be like this for the next 18 months. So I know a great many of us out there are seeing what's happening in the world, myself included, and the time is coming when people of all walks of life, from all creeds, all colors, all races, are going to have to step up and make this planet a better place. They're called rainbow warriors. And you don't have to be native to be one. I consider myself a rainbow warrior. So say some prayers for the Native Americans because they're going to need it. Our indigenous brothers are in great danger right now. And with the COVID-19, even the Navajo Nation here in Arizona and in New Mexico, COVID-19 is running rampant through these nations. So say a little prayer for them. And I will try and get back on here as soon as I get back, and we'll do some mini readings and stuff for everybody. I'm feeling very reinvigorated and recharged since I went to Sedona, and I'm ready to come back and write about it. I might start writing my own book. But anyway, I wanted to wish everyone a happy Friday. Gail, thanks for tuning in. Leslie, thank you for tuning. So beautiful, all the way from Australia. She's my friend from down under. And my broom sister, Pam. I will see you very soon, and I have gifts. Anyway, ladies, have a blessed, blessed weekend, and I will see you later. Blessed be.